in the background, we're listening to some fucking Russian heavy metal. Very classically influenced. These guys are actually trained classical musicians. This record is fucking fantastic. Pretty hard to get your hands on, but after years it finally has been reissued. This is an original which I got years ago for a steal. Look at that, it's such a flimsy, like the Eastern European, if you get a record from Eastern Europe, it is a high chance it has this like flimsy thin record cover. But this is a Russian rarity from 1990. They were previously known as Magnet. That you might recognize that cover as well. I'm spinning this because, well, this to me is a record that I always pull out during Christmas, mostly because of the classical vibe going on, and the Russian music, Russian bands are always, I always associate them with winter and like the cold. If you close your eyes right now and think of Russia, I bet the last thing you're imagining is summer. But yeah, this is just Christmas vibes for me. Doesn't make a lot of sense, but it works for me. Fucking awesome. Got a cup of coffee here. What we're going over are actually some more records that I would pull out during Christmas and my last purchases of this year. Just today I went to the record store for the last time this year because the rest of the year I'm going to be very busy with work. So that's what I wanted to show. This is going to be the last video of 2024, by the way. One of the things that I picked up, it was a little while ago, not today, was this one. I had it in my collection for a very long time. It was one of the first records that I picked up, but it was a High Roller reissue. And this, I finally locally found an original Roadrunner press. I love this album. It is definitely a top 20 or maybe top 15 favorite thrash metal records of all time for me. I don't think it needs an introduction. 1987, Infernal Majesty None Shall Defy. What a masterpiece, what an evil record, just bordering death metal. Another one I picked these two up today. The instrumental sections of these band are just so awesome. Like I said, these guys are fucking trained classical musicians. I hope you're enjoying the tunes in the background. Fantastic album. Crocus, Headhunter. I don't think, again, this one doesn't need an introduction, it's fucking Crocus. But I'll tell you something, I've never heard this album. Yeah, I'm listening to fucking obscure Russian heavy metal here, but I have never heard Crocus. Yeah, welcome to the Merciful Metal channel, that's me. I know Crocus, like I'm aware of them. They're a pretty big name from Switzerland, if I'm correct. And I always wanted to check them out, but just never did. And I saw this in my local record store today for like it's not an expensive record, so I thought I'll just pull the trigger, pick it up, and check it out. I'll probably spin it tonight and hear it for the first time. Why did I pick this one up? Because this is probably, I think, the Crocus fans can confirm their like the big record, their magnum opus, whatever, their masterpiece. It's from 1983. Yeah, let me know if I have a good record in hands here. Again, it wasn't expensive, so if it's not that, if it doesn't click, whatever. Yeah, Crocus Headhunter. It's probably, knowing me, I will probably enjoy this record, but I'll spin it tonight for the first time, so yeah. There you go. This one starts off with a fucking German poem. Only Jürgen can understand this. I can understand a little bit of German, so I do understand it a little bit. It's called Einsamkeit, loneliness. Why it's the intro, I don't fucking know, but it's the opening of a ballad, and a very good ballad. I like it. I've heard this album so much, I can basically, the fucking poem. And my other pickup of today is another Russian one, Cruise from 1988. What a fantastic album this is. And an interesting one. This thing is all over the fucking place. It has the original inner sleeve in it as well. So does the Crocus one. It's just lyrics, same on the other side. But this thing, I would say mostly rooted in speed metal, but it's a little thrashy as well. Stuff like Heaviest in Town has that goofy Anthrax thing going on, but like Eastern European thrash, if you know that stuff, you know what I mean. It really has that distinctive heaviness and like coldness to it, which this album kind of has as well, but it has some Maiden, Anthrax kind of inspired thrash and speed metal on here. Some songs are pretty long as well, ranging between like 7 and 9 minutes. Which is also awesome. The song Iron Rock has fucking blast beats on it, which is pretty interesting considering it's a Soviet record from 1988. Fucking blast beats. And it's not even like that extreme. I guess it has that first wave of black metal vibe. I know that's a big stretch to say, but just listen to the song Iron Rock and you know what I mean. It's just that it really has an evil, almost blackened thing going on with the blast beats. It's nowhere near a first wave of black metal album, don't get me wrong. Like I said, it's mostly speed metal. But it's you need to hear this one. It's fucking awesome. It's really awesome. Again, if you find it, it will probably not be expensive. Pretty cheap. Cruise. It's an embossed cover, by the way, the star and the logo, which is a nice little detail. It's very dark again. The last few days in the Netherlands have been very dark and gray. So those were like my last pickups for me of this year. So now I'll just grab some records that I'm going to spin the next couple of days. Here's one that always needs a spin during Christmas and most of the shit doesn't make any sense, but it does to me. For example, this Striper really, I always associated it with Christmas, and it's probably because it's Christian. I mean, if you're gonna sing about Jesus, it does resonate a little with Christmas. Songs like Honestly and then Sing Along song, I mean, it wouldn't be that misplaced in a Christmas playlist. Yeah, bold statement, but it just works for me. I mean, listening to Striper in the summer, that just feels wrong. It just feels wrong. Yeah, Striper, always liked me some Striper. Fantastic band. So wrong, but so fantastic. Striper, love him. Here's another cool one, by the way, which I do, which is a mandatory Christmas spin. Pretty rare one. It's a 7-inch single, and not rare as in expensive, but yeah, you just don't ever hear of these guys. I've talked about them a few videos ago. The 5 legendary metal albums or metal records you've never heard of. I talked about these guys, Tublatanka from Slovakia, former Czechoslovakia, and they have some Christmas tunes, starting off with this single from, I believe, 1990 or 91. Potme Bratia do Bethlehem. Check that song out. I don't know if you can read it, but it is a fantastic Christmas hard rock song, even though I can't understand a fucking word of it. Even the cover, just fantastic, fantastic. The 3 guys here, are the band members. Love it, love that song. There's a B-side song, but the main attraction is that Bethlehem song. I'm just calling it that. Love it, love the vibe. Check it out, really check it out. It's such a fun song. They even later on made a full-on Christmas song record, which actually has the same name as this song, the Potme Bratia do Bethlehem. Slovakian people, I'm sorry. Released in 1983 or 84 by the same name. Again, a full-length Christmas album, but that thing is like hundreds of euros. Another band that is mandatory Christmas spinning for me is Favel from Greece. This is their second album. It was initially planned to be released in 1987, but wasn't released until like 2003 or 1988. I'm sorry, 1988, released in like 2003 or 2005. Why Favel? I just noticed right now that it has it's spelled wrong. It has a spelling mistake. Christmas with 2 S's. But yeah, they have a fucking Christmas song. It is a horrible ballad, and I love it for that fucking reason. Great album, these guys, melodic heavy metal. The opening track is fantastic, Just for Rock, and the closing track, Lies in Your Eyes. Homework assignment again. Check out the last track of this album, Lies in Your Eyes. fantastic. Fantastic melodic heavy metal. Fafel, awesome. And a heavy metal Christmas song that nobody seems to talk about. I mean, most of you guys don't even fucking care for Christmas. I like it. Mostly the lights, the decoration. Also their first record from 1986, the self-titled debut. These are both reissues, by the way. Or well, technically this is an original, but like I said, it wasn't released until about 2003. This is a reissue. Back last summer when I was in Greece, I've seen this record like 2 or 3 times actually in record stores, but they were all like way overpriced. This is also a reissue from 2003. Not necessarily anything related to Christmas like the previous one, but this just has that vibe going on. The keyboards, the atmosphere, the melodies, especially the melodies. The opening track on the B-side, Atomic Energy, that chorus, I can't really place it, but it really reminds me of a different Christmas song. I don't know which one, but that chorus is just the vibes, the fucking vibes. The self-titled track, Fafel, Fight with Metal, Another Chance. It's just, yeah, it really fits with the atmosphere of the dark Christmas days, at least to me, the cold winter days. The last track is a classically inspired Bach's toccata instrumental, I mean, classical heavy metal, just like fucking this. Best track on here, Remember. I mean, listen to this. Do you understand now why I listen to this during Christmas? If you still don't, doesn't matter. It's just the vibes for me, the vibes, the atmosphere. Most of these doesn't make sense to listen during Christmas, but they do for me. Maybe because I have listened to them around Christmas in the past, and it's just that association. Yeah, this is not summer music to me. This really is Christmas. A very classical influenced, melodic heavy metal. Love it. So that was pretty much the stuff I had to show for now. Last video of 2024. I wanted to do one more before the year ends. And this is the last time I actually have time to record a video, so there you go. Yeah. Guys, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for being here this year with me, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next year. Best wishes, Merry Christmas, whatever, all that shit. Thank you for all the new people who subscribed to the channel this year, and hopefully too many more next year, or not. Thanks for commenting on videos, always appreciate it. That's what I appreciate the most, just the interaction with you guys. Appreciate it, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in 2025. Bye.